I don't know why I always like to start with that. Hello. Another stream. I was so good about knowing that was coming for so long, and I still get jump scared by it. Hi. What say we play a little bit of Final Fantasy 14? Does that sound good? That sounds good to me. Cue time. Man, after any amount of thought, I feel like I've been very, very harsh on Final Fantasy 14 recently. To be fair, I've just kind of been, like, out of it for, like, the past week's worth of streams. I think the heat got me a lot worse than I was really expecting it to. But I have a fan on me, so therefore everything is fixed forever, and I can never feel heat exhaustion again. It's fine. And that will happen every 5 seconds where I need to take a sip from my water bottle so I don't dehydrate, but that's also fine. Hydration is important. I'm not a goddamn VTuber. I actually keep myself hydrated. Yes, that is a call-out post. Right. Let's say we get started. This last section of the MSQ has been actually very good, and I've been very mean. Well, once we got to Vinat, and all my expectations got flipped on their head. But to be fair, it only took me like a full movie's worth of stuff I didn't care about to get to the interesting stuff again, so let's go. What's up, buddy? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do a, no, my watch. Roulette. I'm gonna do a roulette to warm up. I think breaking up the MSQ with the roulettes is very helpful to me for, like, feeling my pace out a little bit better. Even though it's most definitely not going to help with me staying within the level curve, which isn't really that big a deal. Ooh! Oh. I was like, man, it'll be fine. I'm gonna hit max level, but that's fake, isn't it? I'm not gonna hit max level anymore. Oh, I like that armor. Neat. Like.
Lo, Fana, Eslor, Wislon. Laneresia, Achtane.
Oh, I don't have my AoE damage over time thing. Shadowbringer strikes again. Yes, the expansion that I always say is totally bad in every single way, and I believe deserves 0 credit, comes to us again. It's true. Hey, Bryce, how you doing? Man, I am waiting so impatiently for my package. You would not believe it. My goddamn building has construction in front of it, and it's totally screwed everything up, but I can't submit a claim with USPS because it hasn't been a week, but they don't even have the package anymore, so having to wait for them to be like, it's fine, you can submit a claim now to figure out where your package is, when they don't even have the package anymore, seems a little bit weird to me, but whatever. But besides all that, I'm doing great. How are you? I will stop talking about how anxious I am to get this goddamn board game when I have the board game in my hands. It's fine, it just means instead of hanging out with people today, I took a nap. Is the game a little loud? I guess it's just people talking that I turned up, but the game still feels a little bit loud. Just looking at the waveform, I don't know. Oh. Seems fine? Alright. Like, him talking seems very loud, but I need to hide behind it. I like everyone was like, I need to hide behind an AoE. Hide from an AoE, whatever. Whatever. This first half of this dungeon is one of the easiest high-level things I'll ever do, which I guess is nice when I'm just trying to warm up explicitly, but, you know. Did that just say sewer water? You live in the Where's the sewer? Yeah, whatever. Was all this vegetation here? Whatever. Yeah, no, this is very hard. I don't even need to heal the tank. Their paladin, they got themselves covered. What do I need to do? I didn't even bother dodging what was on screen. Mainly because I wasn't looking, but that's fine. Alright. Are we gonna do an actual dungeon now? I didn't even notice the level cap was 80 for this dungeon. That doesn't seem right. This does not seem sanitary. But whatever. We do get the Shadowbringers battle music back though, which is nice. It was post Shadowbringers, so 80 cap? Wait. No? Isn't this how we get to Amon? Isn't this main game Shadowbringers? Am I forgetting? Where's my mouse? Jesus, there we go. Wait, are there two of them now? Oh, they are. I'm not paying attention. They're also bleeding out over time and I'm not really fixing it. It's fine. No one's even dead. Oh shit. Oh shit, I forget my buttons. It does not feel like I have fantastic goop healing options outside of diagnosis, to be honest. That's still one thing I really struggle with this class is like, how do I actually get my teammates healed as a group when like Physis 2 and Ixicol are on cooldown? This is definitely, I can't check, but this is definitely like the level like 78 dungeon, I guess, which I guess they pump up your things or whatever. This dungeon does actually remind me, that whole going through like the I don't actually know how to heal a group of people fast enough type thing just reminds me of a sort of pseudo problem I have with this class, which is like I always feel like I'm fucking up whenever I'm casting a healing spell. Just like inherently, oh fuck, I'm dying. Whenever I'm casting anything that isn't just like an attack, I always feel like I'm fucking up. I don't know if it's just me or if it's just like, you know, optimally playing Sage. But whenever I have to actually cast like Diagnosis or Prognosis or anything, I'm like, oh, I failed. Because I'm supposed to have shields and everything in place to mitigate all this damage so that I don't actually have to worry about healing it. Oh, I shouldn't need to cast this. That's a mistake. I fucked up. It feels more like a I don't know what to do option than an actual like real like, oh, this is the button I press right now option. Even though I have Zoe, which is explicitly about buffing my ability to use my healing spells, they still feel like fuck-ups. Oh, I got hit. Okay, so which one do I dodge? I guess I have to read his attack name. Oh, fuck. Did I get hit? I'm fine. Oh, it's in order. Alright. Oh, fuck. Oh no, swipe isn't fun and swing isn't that. Oh my god, there's so many things to like memorize. I don't know how people actually know everything going into all these dungeons without just like straight up memorizing them by just playing all of them 60,000 times. Oh fuck, I don't remember which was first, the sword, yeah. Okay. Oh god damn it, did I get hit? I'm fine. We fall this, we fall that. How about you fall into a fucking girl, my guy? I'm playing Final Fantasy 14, I can't talk shit at all. Oh my god. Vague memories, basically. It's better than what I got, which is just like absolutely lack of idea of what's happening. Oh my god, I can't catch up to the fucking tank. Uh-oh. Well, I hope they don't die while I panic and forget all my buttons. Oh no, they trust me. Oh no, they trust me. Oh, that's very kind of you, buddy, but oh no. Oh no. Oh, they're dead. Oh, I forgot they're fucking... Of course, they're a... Oh no, what do I do to dodge this? Thank you for trusting me. Please never do it again. Jesus. Am I just bad, or was that like a lot? Because I feel like I fucked that up. If that wasn't a paladin, they would have died. Maybe because they were Paladin, they felt confident doing all that. Oh god, is this post-game Shadowbringers? Oh damn, Bryce, I think you were right. I thought we were going to the city, but we are not. This is post-game. Oh. I forgot. Okay, glad to get to the final boss of the dungeon, though, where my duties as a healer go away, actually. Do I need to stand on this or, like, not stand on this? Stand on it. Cool. It is nice to get my shield off in time, every single time. If I manage to get my shield off on time and I look at the tank buster hit and it just does no damage but there's no shield, I'm like, yeah, boy. Late type stuff? This is just a level 80 dungeon, my guy. How about you level up and get to the point where you actually have to deal with all this? I forget how this works. It's alright, everyone else did too. And level 89 for me, neat. It's fine. It's just a slightly advanced dungeon. Uh-oh. I also stopped paying attention to everyone, so I don't know why everyone's dead all of a sudden. It's fine, they're healed up. No more falling for us. Is someone gonna click LB? There we go. I wonder what the Pictomancer LB looks like. I really hope it's pretty. I barely know the difference right now. The difference between raids and dungeons is, dungeons are hard. You know what? I'm gonna give it to the Black Mage for playing a Black Mage. God bless them. Someone needs to do it. Anyway, for the record, I love you so goddamn much. The software hours. Everyone else, you're like pretty good. But I love you so goddamn much. This is literally the most spoiler section that it could possibly... Like, this is literally like... The twist of Final Fantasy XIV as a whole is happening right now. So I appreciate you. You're very dear to me. Fuck off. I love you so much. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. A twist 10 and more years in the making. Yeah, of course. And then I'll make sure that I do that round table on the plot of Final Fantasy and then complain about all of it. Actually, that's a good question. Do I do my Final Fantasy roundtable before or after Dawn Trail? Because it feels kind of appropriate to do it like after Endwalker. Because like that's just one whole story. But Dawn Trail, despite what about at this point it seems like 30% of the Final Fantasy subreddit seems to think, does exist. I think, to be fair, I think all the hate around Dawn Trail has mostly been like an overreaction to some people not liking Dawn Trail. Endwalker credits 1 closes out what started AR. Well, then we better go get to it. Right, back into the plot. At present, the strongest link we have to the Final Days is the power of Dynamis, and the intellecties which can control it. Yet, most scholars are only vaguely aware of these terms, let alone study them in any depth. Except for Hermes, it seems. Thus, I'm inclined to stay our current course and learn all we can about the Chief Overseer and his familiar. And, on that subject, was there aught else of note you can tell me about Medion? Aside from her unorthodox method of communication? Well, she has sisters. That happened. Which is a little bit confusing to me, because how do people not know about her sisters? I rather wish you had mentioned this earlier. In any event, would you care to elaborate? Finot's like, you motherfucker, this is gonna push the schedule back. So these siblings of hers now travel the great expanse in search of deeper meaning. Thank you. Though the mystery at hand remains unsolved, I feel you've touched upon a vital clue, one we should keep in mind as we continue. Next, I propose we take ourselves to Peripetia Crystalline, not far from here. Just follow the path to the west. Okay, you walked east. I guess there's no path to the west. Fair play. Oh god, I wonder if we're going to come back here and that's when we're going to go to this big island in the sky that's left for us. They have pulled that trick several times so far in Endwalker, which would be a little bit alarming, but whatever. No one else in the dungeon said GG. I just noticed that. Where's the support? Where's the love? What? Did I get anything for hitting level 88, by the way? Oh, I got a piece of loot. Oh, okay. That was what that sound was. I got confused for a second. Mobby. This tower and the one further along are both part of Peripetia Crystalline, the facility where they archive all of Elpis's observational and testing records. Despite how they appear from the outside, the interior is actually a vast area of magically interconnected species, which, while fascinating, is not the reason we're here, is it? I shall cut my architectural lessons short and see what those two archivists have to share. If you could find someone to speak with over at the other tower, I shall join you there anon. Alright, on our way. It does feel nice to not have to look over and be like, I have notes I should have uploaded by now. Let's take a bit of a breather with a smaller, mostly self-contained story. Yeah, okay. I was a little bit harsh on Shadowbringer's main when I played through it. I still think level roughly 86 and 87 of Shadowbringers, the whole bit through the entrance to the mining town to the entering the death of Vothoi is like not very good, in my opinion. That's probably the biggest problem I have with Shadowbringers, is like that section. It has even like the highlight moment of like Thancred's fake death is not very good in my opinion. I do like the one scene in there, which is Lean becoming Lean. That's good. But like that whole section to Shadowbringers just kind of falls apart to me. The reason I say that is as the lead-in of like, is Shadowbringers post game well regarded? Because everything with a little bit, I think what hit me so much with Fandaniel, why Fandaniel was such a disappointment to me, is because I gave Emmett Selk a lot of shit, and I will continue to give him shit. But he is a very good villain. He's an irredeemable monster, and the writers should remember that, but he is a very good villain. And then Fandaniel just kind of falls back to being an Ascian in the same way that all the Ascians before him were, which is the most boring way. Emmett Selk is the only well-written Ascian. Is that true? Is there another Ascian? No, I think Emmett Selk is the only well-written Ascian that I actually like. I don't know, Calvi, how is it going? I don't know, fuck it. I was just like, oh yeah, Calvi isn't a mod. Should she be? Yeah, why not? My goal is just to have everyone be a mod, and then nobody is. Get pranked. Also, I thought the timing was comedic. I think at least, I have a couple of, I think I have like 7 mods at this point, which is just once I am like, whatever, fine. But I think that all of my mods have become mods because I thought, yeah, this would be a funny time to mod them. Do I want them to be a mod? Yeah, they can be a mod. I like them. I've never been like, I need to make this person a mod. Except, admittedly, Bryce was the one person who I was planning to make a mod. Yeah, fuck it. Bryce was the one person who I really wanted to be a mod, just because Bryce always shows up for Final Fantasy XIV, and I appreciate and trust Bryce. Which is not to say I don't... Hang on, I need to think of how to dig myself out of this hole real quick. I don't know. I just, like... You know, for me... I was on Twitch before VIP existed. So, and I don't really like the VIP role that much. It feels kind of weird. It feels especially weird. Like, especially when I have it in anyone else's chat. It feels very weird. So, like, yeah, just fuck it. Give him a sword. I like Calvi. Calvi can be a mod. Why not? It's funny. You have questions for me? Certainly. Just a moment while I conclude my current appointment. But Calvi, yeah, I was just talking about how Emmett Selk is the only Ascian that's well written. Don't fucking at me. Oh yeah, Calvi, here, I will DM you a screenshot so that the comedic timing isn't lost to you. I modded you in between your first and second message. Because I was just like, alright, split second decision? Yeah, it's funny. Indeed. So if you could provide a comprehensive log of those behaviors, we should then have sufficient... Did I miss something? They talked to me, didn't they? Oh, conclude my current appointment, yeah. Okay. Now, what was it you wished to speak with me about? I think Dynamis? I'm a little bit lost right now, admittedly. The Chief's Overseer's personal research project? And by that, I assume you mean Medion. Such undocumented studies are difficult to track. After all, hardly a day goes past without seeing a researcher trailed by one creation or another. Yeah, now you appreciate why it was funny. It's always funny to explain the joke after the fact. I'm afraid I cannot tell you exactly when Medion appeared, only that she now spends much of her time at Chief Hermes' side. Although, I do recall an interesting tale my dearest Galeen shared with me. Galeen is my partner and a fellow researcher here at Elpis. She was returning late one night when she caught sight of Chief Hermes sending Medion Heavensward, a host of them. For several days, she would speak of that scene with a wonder, describing it as one of the most beautiful spectacles she had ever witnessed. That sounds like a story I should like to... Oh, that sounds like a story I should like to hear. Mistress Venat, I thought you had already returned to the surface. Permit me to thank you again for your invaluable contribution to our concept placement proposal. Pray, do not mention it. As you say, my original plan was to leave after that task, but I've since become engrossed with Chief Hermes' research. Would you favor me with a retelling of this sight which so delighted your Galeen? Of course. Or you could hear it from her lips directly if you prefer. Why are they ruins? Are those ruins? I guess they're like observation posts. At present, she should be observing a subject in Metabasos Thalasi. She does enjoy her time there, watching the sea creatures hunt and play, gazing upon the salty waters of the world's oceans, recreated in such sublime detail. Sorry, am I supposed to be looking at the tower or the island behind it? I imagine you must find similar joy in indulging your boundless curiosity, Mistress Venat, even though such pursuits must continually and regretfully delay your return to the star. Indeed they do. It is a rest well-deserved and long overdue, I should think. How greatly have we prospered for the wisdom you accumulated during your travels as Asm. And what would Elpis be without your earlier academic work? The theories you developed served as the basis of many techniques still in use today. Man is such a creature of contemplation, but none embody that nature with as much enduring passion as you. I dare say there's not a soul alive more worthy of a return. I shall rejoice the day you depart on your final journey. What? I will be honored. I'm sorry, what? I shall rejoice the day you die. What a fucking wild thing to say to someone. Is this shade? Should I be worried? Well, shall we take this opportunity to meet with Galeen in person? Then allow me to reconfigure the door to the archives here. It will take you up to the Skyway and spare you the need to avoid hostile concepts on the ground. That would be most helpful, thank you. There were various moments where I was like, Elpis is fucked, but this bit? Yeah. Fair enough. I feel like I have been very mean to Shadowbringers. Are we still in level 87? Wait, are we in level 87 or level 80? Yeah, we're in level 87. We should be getting our dungeon soon, shouldn't we? Oh, geez, what was that frame rate drop? Oh, God, what the fuck? Sorry, I've opened the path to the Skyway. Once you pass through the door, simply walk straight across to the next tower and ask for admittance to the upper tier. Upon arriving at the upper tier, walk straight across the Skyway and you will find yourself the entrance to Metabasos Thalasi. Galeen will be eager to share her tale with you, I'm sure. I like Venat, but I admit, I have been known to get a little bit annoyed. I have been known to get a little bit annoyed at times with Final Fantasy XIV's repeated renaming things for the fun of it, because I think it ultimately, I don't want to say it debases the power of a name because that feels so pretentious, but like it does bug me when people learn like, oh, the ancient people called it this. We're all gonna call this this now. Doubly so when they aren't even speaking English, are they? Wait, how can I understand them speak? I forget. I'm sure it was explained at some point, but I don't remember why I can understand Is it the echo? But when I first... Oh, I thought there was some point at which I couldn't understand their speech, but whatever. Mistress Venat, just passing through? Then allow me to prepare the path. If you need further assistance, there's always an observer to put out on the upper skyway. You have communication powers. So to be clear, Venat specifically gave me the power to understand any language. If I'm tracing this correctly. Because the echo is just like well, it was previously described as a blessing of like protection from your ether getting fucked up. But I mean, I'm sure it can be two things at once, right? Oh, hey, the fog cleared up. Or there's just no fog up here because we're in a different section of the map. I don't know. I can't see anything down there, but... Mistress Venat? I was not told to expect... we would have prepared an official welcome. Please, there's no need for fanfare. I only wish to speak with Galeen if that might be arranged. Oh, yes, Galeen, of course. I will inform her immediately. But she may be engaged in a testing phase. You could be in for something of a wait. Should I let her know your business is urgent? That won't be necessary. This lovely view will keep us occupied until she is ready to retrieve us. It does feel like a... It's not... Yeah. Being in the beige void does kind of lose its glamour after a while. I recognize this audio.
A delightful breeze and a breathtaking view.
I'm sorry, just like a breathtaking view and then it cuts and then like 60% of my screen is just like beige.
What is it like in the future? Is the world still a beautiful place?
This is as beautiful as ever.
I swear I could hear the glimmer in your eyes and the adoration in your voice. While we wait, will you not tell me about your adventures? Well, not the portentous events which led you here, but the simple delights all your own.
A woman after my own heart.
By learning about the future world, I may gain insight into future me's plans. But more than that, I have an interest simply as a fellow traveler. Short of going somewhere oneself, there's naught more stirring than hearing another's account.
Oh yeah, I like Venat. Venat is great. Damn, they got a whole... This is not a bus stop. This is a transit station.
Incredible. Would that I could have been there to see it.
Well, you will be.
Yours is a harsh and unforgiving world. Yet in spite of this, your brethren hold fast to their virtue. To know that the light of mankind's potential still shines, even in that faraway place, it gives me heart. Thank you for regaling me with your tales. I will treasure every word. As you know, I was once a scholar. And among other things, I sought to understand the workings of the world. What exactly is ether? How formed the laws of nature? When sprung mankind? Riddles and mysteries beyond counting. Over the years, I have managed to find answers to some few of them. Yet rather than attain a sense of mastery, the more I understood, the more I came to hold the world and its miracles in awe. We too are miracles, each and every one of us, born of the warm breath of life that traverses the heavens, swirling through eternity. When I fully grasped the improbability of our existence, nothing felt impossible anymore. If it could be imagined, it could be done. A passion swelled within me, an epiphany dispelling all preconceptions of what was natural and true, and a presence without, immense yet intimate, fate perhaps, holding us in its tender embrace. As reassuring as it was intimidating, how keenly aware I became of creation's fragility, built as it is upon precarious happenstance.
Hi, Kyria. How was stream? I'm gonna take this moment to say what I hope to God you said to your viewers before they waited out. Big spoilers for all of Final Fantasy XIV. All right, let me look at what Kyria is streaming though. You caught me in a melancholic moment, Kyria. We're in a fun moment here. Oh yeah, Elden Ring. Wait, hang on. I wasn't looking at the right thing. Yeah, it was Elden Ring. Okay, sick. Wait, hang on, wait. I'm so sorry. Before you go, how's the Elden Ring? I assume, are you playing through the base game or the DLC? This is Endwalker. This is level 87 MSQ. But I'm very curious, real fast. Thumbs up, sideways thumb on the DLC, and then I'll let you go and go eat dinner because I know you're a VTuber. You don't take care of yourself physically, by all means. Be the DLC in base game was doing a Pokemon challenge of being the game with only using Spirit Ashes. Neat! You're right, though. I'm so... It's every single one! It's every single one! Also, DLC is a huge thumbs up. I need to... My brother is so pissed off at me because I haven't played Elden Ring yet because I've been too busy playing Final Fantasy XIV. And I also really don't want to start up a whole, like, big, like, 80, 100-hour game. I take a long time to play through games when I still have Final Fantasy XIV to get through because it's just like I don't want to have two big projects to do at once. My new favorite thing Fun has made ever. That's a high bar. I'm one of those asshole schmucks who still thinks Dark Souls 1 was the best one. But I'm sure that I'll get through Elden Ring eventually. Nope, I'm right there with you. How the Hold it! Okay, so in your mind, if I'm tracing this right, DS1 is objectively the best from like a craft standpoint, but you like the DLC the best? Ah, Kingsfield 2. Oh, Bryce is so right. Oh, who can forget? I don't know that much about Kingsfield actually, unfortunately. Wasn't Kingsfield like the first person Dark Souls basically? And also Armored Core? Elden Ring DLC comes a little close. That is high fucking praise. That is high fucking praise. Well, for the record, Liza P isn't thumbs up, but yeah, I have to give it a try at some point after you spoke so highly of it. People keep speaking really highly of it, but like I watched you play it for like 30 minutes and you were just like on it. So like I have to give it a shot at some point. I'll add it to the list. We finish Final Fantasy XIV. We play Elden Ring. We play Baldur's Gate 3. We play like 5 other games that I have in line, and then I'll add Liza P to the back of it. Pretty sure some Slashfic writers are happy about the DLC. Wait. In Elden Ring? Cookie and Cream, my beloved. The Sonic characters? It's fine. Alright. Kyria, do you have to go, like, actually eat and drink and take care of yourself? For the record, for everyone else, hi, I'm Will. I make games professionally, and I play games, amateurishly. You haven't eaten today? I typed /kick Kyria, forgetting that kick is not a command on Twitch. I meant timeout, but it's fine. The moment has passed. I will see you later, Kyria. For everybody else, if you haven't played Final Fantasy XIV, don't. Bye, Kyria. If you haven't played Final Fantasy XIV, don't, for the record. But we are right now in, like... Well, I want to say this is super big spoilers, but, like... It's spoilers about stuff that doesn't really matter until now. Like, nothing... It's neat. It's neat information, but the twist doesn't, like, backwards contextualize anything until now, does it? I'm trying to think. I'm going to give you like 5 seconds and then we're just back into full spoiler mode. Through level 87, I haven't finished it, so if you've gone through like the end of Endwalker, tread lightly. But, okay, full spoiler mode. I don't know what the true identity of Hydaelyn really does. Because Hydaelyn was explicitly like not a character after A Realm Reborn, basically. Did she show up? Or, like, talk to us or do anything? In post-game Heaven's Word, she showed up. That was a big deal. She didn't show up in Stormblood, and then she kind of existed in Shadowbringers, but not really. It wasn't really Hydaelyn. It was... Never play Final Fantasy XIV. It's a trash game. I love it. I have like 400 hours in it, but it is trash. Is that in post Shadowbringers? God, that probably is in post Shadowbringers, isn't it? I don't know. I don't like... I didn't find Hydaelyn like interesting as a character until Venat showed up, like bluntly. Like Minfilia was interesting. Kyle was interesting. She was kind of interesting, like, in a mystery way, as, like, who is that woman? I guess I have to sort of detach my perception of Hydaelyn from, like, Hydaelyn as a character, because it's, like, Venat and everything. But, you know, I mean, Bryce, my biggest complaint about, Final Fantasy XIV is always, will always be, a misplaced sense of grandeur. In part because I personally like small stories, which is why Venat is warming up to me so much, is because she cares about all the small things like I do. But, like, you know, that is my biggest criticism of Final Fantasy XIV, is when it doesn't let itself soak in the small moments. When it tries to place a bigger sense of purpose to a character that is not the interesting part of the character, coughs at Emmett Silk, then do the side quests. That's where all the small stories are. I know, I get it. I'm sure the side quests are great. And I do feel bad. But also, the main story quest is the main story quest. You know? It feels... I'm sure at some point... Oh man, wait, I wonder if there's like a tier list or like a community ranking of like the best side quests. Because some side quests are just not that good or interesting. But maybe that was all ARR. I think I've only done like one side quest. I think I've only ever done one side quest, and it was No Realm Reborn. And everything else was either a blue quest or a main story quest. No, I've done two. I did the Burial of Minfilia, which was an amazing side quest, and I never would have done it were I not told explicitly to. Like, there's some good writing in the wings. I won't say no to that. Sorry, I'll keep going. Also, admittedly, I don't have a very cohesive set of thoughts on Final Fantasy XIV as a whole. Real quick, I know I just said I'll keep going. I don't have a very cohesive set of thoughts on Final Fantasy XIV as a whole, just because it's been like almost 2 years of me playing this game. Like, it's hard to remember stuff. And I don't really think, even if the side quests were like amazing and the main story quest was trash, that would still be like a ding against the main story quest. I'm sure the side quests have good writing, but I'm talking about the story of the main story quest, and that is where I have issues. But yeah. Anyway.
I was overcome with an irrepressible urge to know the world more intimately, to hear its voice, feel its breath.
Think?
I ventured forth on a journey that very day, so very long ago now. Freed from presumption and prejudice, I saw the world through a newborn's eyes. Everything fresh and new, and so beautiful.
Calvi, if you're still here, can you unmod Bryce? Thanks.
Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before.
Sorry.
They are my meaning, and my purpose. My love. And so long as they need help, I cannot return to the star. Perhaps my future self is still waiting for it. A moment she can let go and walk unto the end. Safe in the knowledge that man will find his own way.
Oh.
You, who are our future, tell me this, and tell me true. Has your journey been good? Has it been worthwhile?
Do I get to answer?
Pray forgive my lateness.
There we go. That's what I was wondering about. Oh, I like your hair.
My observation subject was rather irritable, and it took a while to settle it down.
No need to apologize. Your work takes precedence. Besides, we had a pleasant conversation in the meantime.
You're too kind. Now then, I'm told you wished to ask me some questions.
Indeed. I've an interest in one of Hermes' creations. Meteion. You witnessed a host of them take flight, yes?
Oh, that! Yes, yes, I did. 'Twas in the dark of the morn. I'd left the Thalassai after nocturnal observation. As I walked along, I spied a bright light climbing high into the southeastern skies. Then, in an instant, it was gone. Like a shooting star, only rising rather than falling.
A shooting star, you say?
But then another shot up. Then another, and another. Intrigued, I made my way to the edge to investigate. And who should I spy on an isle to the south but Hermes and Meteion, the Metea, rather. There were lots of them, and I realized they must be the shooting stars that I'd seen.
No.
A dazzling spectacle indeed. Have you spoken with Hermes about this?
I'm only curious because the final days has been illustrated by stars falling from the sky an awful lot, which makes me kind of nervous. But go on.
Oh, yes. The sight left such an impression on me that I approached him about his mystery project the very next day. Alas, he said that he couldn't reveal anything just yet, that he needed to conduct further tests. It shouldn't be long now, though. He often returns to that isle, and I have a feeling he's nearing a breakthrough.
Splendid. We are likewise eager for the details. Well, that is all we wish to ask. Thank you for taking the time to indulge our curiosity.
You're very welcome. It's always a pleasure to speak with other inquisitive souls. Oh, and will you be descending now? If so, I shall link the doors for you.
Please.
Tier list of side quests. 1, Eden. 2, everything else. I mean, I feel like, Eden, describing Eden as a side quest is a little bit... Oh god, I never finished Eden, did I? Whoops. I don't count the blue checkmark quests as side quests. They're, like, different, you know? Especially the raids and trials and everything. It feels weird to call those side quests. But I never did finish Eden. I will say immediately, though, that, like, the one side quest that I played, which was burying Minfilia, was much more emotionally resonant than the whole of Eden. I like Eden, but that one side quest was, like, really good. So, another piece of the puzzle falls into the place. From what we've learned thus far, I think we can safely conclude that Hermes hasn't been revealing the details of his research to others, which suggests that either someone will appropriate his discoveries and make use of them, or that Hermes himself will have a hand in causing the final days. I haven't finished Eden yet, true. Since we have no reason yet to suspect the former, we should consider the latter the more likely possibility. Proceeding under this assumption, our next step should be to divine why, even if, he might desire such a terrible fate for our star. Is that really where we're at? Just like the assumption that he's evil? I should like to visit the site from which Hermes sent forth the Metea. If we are fortunate, we might find some hint of what drives this research of his. Gellian said she spotted them in the southeast, rising from an isle she could see from the edge. If we stand at that same vantage point, it should not prove too difficult to locate the isle in question. Let's take a look, shall we? Look at all these side quests. How it... is my frame rate okay? Okay, no, it seems fine, I think. Sorry, when I had Chrome not selected, the frame rate on stream was like 1. But I think we're good. Yeah, we're probably fine. Look at all these side quests. Alright. I mean, I know that Hermes... Well, I don't know for 100% certain, but it would be fucking ridiculous at this point if it wasn't the case. I know that Hermes is Fandaniel, and that he does go, like, mad and try to kill the entire world. But I don't know yet where that snapping point is going to be. I'm a little bit surprised. I would be very surprised if the holidays happened while I was here, to be honest. Seems a very abrupt change for him, but I guess we'll find out. Or Chiffon side quest gives you an emote? Well, I'm sure it's an emote that is only good and happy and makes everyone happy to use. Now, if I were conducting some mystery research, where would I go? Well, speak of the devil. What about that one? Have you the means to fly? 'Tis quite a distance away. Inconvenient, but hardly an insurmountable problem. To me, Argos. Oh, this is why Argos recognizes me in the future. What's up, boy? My friend, would you mind creating a double to carry Decca here over to that island? One's in the 3 big cities that give you dances? Stubborn creature. There is no place on this great star we've not together traveled, and still he remains obstinate in the presence of strangers. Make me pet him! Make me pet him! Argus is rather exacting standards, I'm afraid. Wait. What? You've ridden him before? Oh. Your before, meaning my after. Not at all confusing that. Interesting. 'Tis certainly not unthinkable. But speaking of the here and now, the quick solution is for us to face off in a sparring match? Demonstrate to him that you're capable of holding your own against me in battle, and you should convince Argos that you are worthy of his back. And besides, I might even teach you a thing or two into the bargain. What? Was that a typo? Besides, I might even teach you a thing or two into the bargain. That seems like a typo. Oh, you seem doubtful. But useful lesson or not, it will certainly be a moment to remember. A memory of the distant past to cherish. What say you, traveler out of time? And if this memory turns out to be a bad one? That's up to you, isn't it? If a loss would sting, then you'd better win. Clear your mind and prepare your weapons. I will await you in the clearing over yonder. Do I have to fucking fight for Argos's love? What the hell? It'd be really funny if this was a trial. Make sure I got healing on me, though. Minfili is just like, are you... You know that one... I can't remember where the animation is from. But there's a animation of Dark Souls 1. Of Ornstein and Smo. Where they're like, let's have an honorable duel. And, just one-on-one, pal. And he's like, alright, are you ready? And the player character's like, I guess I'm ready. And then Ornstein just dashes over and stabs them through the abdomen. That's kind of what I'm expecting here. Argos, can I pet you? And just, like, skip this entire thing? It's pointedly ignoring me. Well, you know what? Pet. Good dog. Alright, fuck it, we've all. Shall we begin? Be warned, I'll not go easy on you. I'm ready. I feel notably less ready. What class is she? Paladin? That would make sense.
Let neither side hold back.
I was gonna make a joke about, like, what could she possibly do, but she did wipe out half my health in a single blow, so maybe.
My blade sings!
I assume an arc means an arc. Yep, okay, fair enough. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. I'm gonna kill God. Huh?
My blade sings! Impressive. I shall have to try something different.
Go on. Oh! Okay. No, that's cool. I thought she acted like a dragoon earlier.
No quarter.
You say no quarter, but you're cutting it into thirds. Curious. What class is she? Yes. Oh, I love the final boss of Dark Souls 3.
Have a taste.
This would actually be, I kind of hope, it would be kind of sick if she was a trial, you know? Like, I know she won't be, but I kind of wish she would be. Oh, fair enough, GG.
I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I.
Magos' mantle. So a mage, I assume? What's the prediction? Does Will get wrecked? Why would I ever get wrecked? This is easy. Ignore the fact that I'm not paying attention anymore. Literally, besides me not paying attention or fucking up, I've been perfectly fine. Okay, maybe... Please knock me back properly, okay? Made it. We're fine. It's fine. You should really have more faith in...
Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
Pardon? You should really have more faith in your streamer. I just assume red goes faster. Yep, considerably so. Oh!
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will!
Is that... Yeah. I'm very thin. I'm not very strong.
You still stand. The people of your time are more resilient than I had dared hope. I have seen enough.
Oh. Really? Now's your great time to predict yes.
'Twas my intent.
Oh, fuck. I accidentally skipped through it.
One would think I never learn. I made the same mistake with Azam when we first sparred. Despite being less than half my age, his strength was astounding. As is yours. 'Tis plain you have weathered considerable hardship. Far more even than your tales would suggest.
I don't know why you all bet that I would get wrecked, though. So, no. Complete prediction. There we go. Well, listen. I'm sure Muriel is very happy that you're doing great. I'm just a professional gamer. I'm just a professional gamer. And you should recognize that. I didn't bet that you would get wrecked. Did you bet at all? There you go. It's easy. I could see that being like mildly harder as a melee character, but yes would be that I get wrecked. I didn't bet that you would get wrecked. I bet yes for 420. The question was, does Will get wrecked? Toucans. Where's the lamp? I need to point a lamp into the camera for interrogation intimidation. It's fine. Someone else can get the spinning makes you go faster. So for context, Will, I'm sure it was very hard on release. Fuck, what's the name of the, like, first trial in A Realm Reborn that everyone hypes up as being, like, super difficult for newbies? I cannot remember the name of it. I died as White Mage there over 5 times. Well, then you should have been playing Sage. It's easy. It's so easy. Cape Westwind. There we go. Just playing you with a considerable hardship, far more even than your tale would suggest.
It seems we have both learned much on our journeys.
Okay, genuine question, because I forget. Was Cape Westwind ever hard? Wait, did they make it harder? Is that legitimate? Oh, it's a solo duty now. I beat your mom up. Aren't you proud of me?
Well now, I dare say he has warmed to you.
Went from 8-man 4-man to now solo. Cowards.
A boon to be sure. He never forgets his favorites, and is ever eager to come to their aid.
Well, that scratches away the possibility of this being an alternate timeline we can save. Sorry, your world's fucked. Argos will soon have us standing on the very spot where the media made their departure into the night sky. With luck, we will learn something of Hermes' intentions. My hope is that we find no connection, no festering wish for oblivion. Then we might have Hermes and his considerable expertise working for us, rather than against us. Let us move over to the edge before mounting, shall we? That will allow Argos to catch the currents rising up from below, and give us a smooth ride over to the isle. I did Cape Westwind min eye level before they changed it and rewiped. So was this changed like with Dawn Trail or something? With the way that everyone's reacting to it being like very recent? I assume this is something that sort of like just happened. Oh, it was an Endwalker patch. Oh. When I played it, it was a 4-man, wasn't it? Is it even a thing you can queue up for? No, I legitimately don't know how you would even queue up for Case Westwind when it was... I guess you can't because it's a solo duty anymore, but like... Alright. Let's ride on Argos. Away we go. Are we going to get some nice dialogue? This is a slow ride. Isn't this pleasant? Argos certainly seems to think so. Oh, and the sky cleared up. Isn't that nice? Wow. I miss the stars. Now, what was the name of that tree? No, so... Oh! Native phone. What? Oh, I can't see the dialogue anymore. Did I skip it? I must have skipped it. Well, this is lovely. Brace yourself for the landing. I wouldn't want you tumbling off at the last moment. There we go. It was a trial? Yeah. I should have done it before it got patched out. Then again, I wouldn't have cared because it was probably right after I finished it or something back when 6.4 came out, I assume.
Quite a small place, lacking even the most basic equipment. The present may yield no clues, but we may yet try perusing the past. Have you done this before?
I mean, does being in the past count? Oh! Oh!
So you cannot control the power freely. Worry not. I shall assist you.
Neat! Well, that's one more
Come
thing
and stand
backfilled.
before me. There are two ways to see the past. The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory. The second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether. As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul, so too are they etched upon the ether of the world. In this way can history be preserved.
That feels weird because every moment on Earth would have like ripples and ether. Like, how do you discern the memory?
Such memories are given to fading, however, and can prove challenging to visit.
Alright, question asked, question answered. I'll shut the fuck up then.
But come, let us try. Close your eyes.
All units fully functional and proceeding on course towards their respective stars.
That's way more cogent than I was expecting.
Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles. End of status report. Severing connection with shared consciousness. Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
Okay.
Yes. Good tidings at long last.
Sorry, writing down that she has a shared consciousness. Also, I don't know if 108 cycles means 108 years or 108 days.
Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
But soon we won't need to speculate. We'll know the answers. What others live for.
Indeed. and will owe it all to you and your sisters.
I wonder what answers we will get.
Oh.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us. Diverse in form and culture. Possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception. Completely and utterly unlike ours.
Utterly unlike... how?
I have no idea. Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No. I will think earnestly on them all, and I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence.
Are we
Perhaps
gonna...
then our star will become a better place. Not only for man, but for all life. Meteon, though I gave you wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet. Learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming and coming of age both.
Will there be apples? Covered in syrup?
And how are you supposed to eat them? Rather than food, perhaps a flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
I wonder if we're gonna get a little bit of cosmic horror in our Final Fantasy XIV. Feels weird that this is level 87 though. I can see why this should have been two. I can see why people thought this would be 2 expansions.
So, what is your opinion?
Well, I couldn't say it just by this moment alone. I have suspicions, but I don't know what's going on yet.
As you say, that was hardly conclusive. Yet based on what we witnessed, I find it difficult to believe that they would deliberately seek to end all life. Be that as it may, we cannot rule out the possibility that they will play a part in bringing about the final days, perhaps unwittingly. In light of this, I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself. If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing a solution.
I was very explicitly told that I could not
Then it
change
is
the
settled.
past.
Let us seek out our friend with all swiftness. 'Twould not do to let such a pure soul be blackened by tragedy.
There are any number of places where Hermes might be in Elpis. But we could do no worse than to look in Kitsis Hyperborea, the largest facility. It stands in Ethoselatikos Boreas, the northern isle. I wonder, Dekka, for an institution which claims to studiously research every species destined for release into the world, did you not question how they find room for them all on so few islands? The answer lies within Kittis itself. I touched upon the practice back before at the archives, where vast areas stitched together out of multiple conceptual spaces. The same holds true for the interior of this facility and its magically constructed environs. 'Tis there, within those sprawling habitats, that the chief overseer and most of Elpis's observers conduct the bulk of their work. Come. The simplest route is via the naos north of Poitin Orcus. Alright. Let's see what's happening. Just a little bit. Oh, we have our last two, What is going on with the frame rate? Okay, maybe it is my brain. I know we've dropped to like 50 before, but is this really 60? Whatever. Well, I kind of feel the need to knock out these two ether quests real quick. I'll do one of them now, and I'll do the next one after this quest. Keep up that little bit of pace we have. I'm a little bit suspicious of them unlocking them now, though. You're a visitor too, aren't you? Perhaps you might be willing to help me then. Did you happen to see a blue-haired woman in the area? She wouldn't have been wearing a mask. I see. She and I are students of Academia Anadir. We had intended to spend our downtime visiting Elpis together. We were just on our way back when she realized she forgot something back in at that place. So she ran back. And that was the last I saw of her. She can be a bit, how shall I put it, scatterbrained, so she may well have simply gone lost on her way back. I would rather not search for her myself, for what if she comes back while I'm away? So if it isn't too much trouble, perhaps you would be so kind as to look for her? Like us, she won't be wearing a mask, and so she should stand out a touch. You'll find her in the area of Philomethus Notus in all likelihood. If you do come across her, could you help her out a bit? See if she makes it back? Oh, Jesus. Bit of a trek. Do I pick up the other Bleak quest now or later? I feel like I should do it now, to be honest. Since we're about to unlock the last area? I don't know. The last section of this area. Now, probably, yeah. Seems like as good a time as any. Might as well get all my stuff in order. I say looking around at my room that's a little bit of a mess right now. Did you notice that Totoro wasn't in the right place? And did you notice the VR headset sitting on the couch? Do you believe in environmental storytelling? Right. Maria. Well, this is a pickle. Whatever am I to... Huh? Please, tell me you're here to deliver a message from Cleon. You are a familiar, yes? Azum's familiar. Oh, and I do like the name. Dekka. But if you belong to Azum, then what has become of our visitor from Amarant? He was meant to arrive some time ago. Our wildlife subjects are accustomed to the presence of long-term observers, but when someone from outside of Elpis comes to visit, the reactions can be somewhat unpredictable, and occasionally violent. Would you be so kind as to track down Cleon and see that no harm has befallen him? Visitors don't wear masks, so he should be easy to spot. And if you do happen to find... two candy pieces... I shouldn't find that as funny as I do. Where was I? And if you happen to find him in the process of being mauled, you have my permission to terminate the offending subject. Safety first. Oh, hey, that's much closer. I went through the dark souls of my apartment yesterday when I was trying to cook a diced up potato. But I put the potato in before the pan was fully heated, so it stuck to the bottom, and I had to, like, kind of use a spatula to, like, get up the burnt pieces of potato from the bottom of the pan, because otherwise, like, you lose, like, half the mass of the potato, you know. I don't think you should track viewers, but I do think it's excessively funny when I start telling a story, and then I see my viewer count go down by 1. Look, I'm invested in making sure that my potatoes are good, and I want to make sure that y'all's potato ends up fine too. Wait, I just noticed. Does casting... Oh! I didn't realize that the diagnosis stuff, or the, sorry, the, what's the name I'm looking for it? The Eucrasia stuff has a different global cooldown than everything else. Because this is only 1.5, and this is 2.5 seconds. That changes the math considerably, doesn't it? Laugh, but also turn off the U account. It's whatever. It doesn't matter so much for me. It is bemusing, at least. Thank you for taking the initiative. I wasn't sure about the etiquette of destroying a creature under observation. I am Cleon, recently arrived from Amarat. I assume Maria sent you to fetch me? I see. Well, we'd best not keep her waiting any longer. Fear not, I will avoid upsetting any more of the local inhabitants. It doesn't because Eucrasia has a 1-second global cooldown. Okay, that makes sense. I do appreciate that. There's no way for me to jump back down here, is there? Do I have to go all the way around? I'll just teleport if I can. Yeah, I don't think I can make this jump. Alright. Fair enough. It makes sense, though. Again, I'm so paranoid about playing this class wrong. Especially because when I first started playing this class, I was definitely playing it wrong. I was playing it super inefficiently because I was just spamming out Eucrasian Diagnosis to heal. I wasn't using like any of my actual healing. And because of it, I was focused on healing the whole time instead of properly doing damage, which is the common healer trap. But for me, like, anytime you got into a big fight, everyone's health would always go to like 0 real quick. So I was just spamming out, it turns out, pretty ineffective heals to counteract it. Where am I looking? Hello, does anyone see a corpse? She'd have blue hair, kind of like yours. Faint Daniel. Yes, can I help you? Oh, wait, do you need directions somewhere? Not to be rude, but I beg of you, ask someone else. I happen to be lost myself. What was that? A woman asked you to come and find me. That would be my friend, no doubt. How embarrassing. I'd hoped to keep this hopelessly directionless side of myself under wraps. Oh, I feel terrible leaving her like that, but I'd cleaned Vagana task from one of my professors. I rushed back to collect the item I was asked for, which I found, thankfully, but got rather turned around when attempting to return. But don't you worry about me. I'll be just fine on my own. Now, if I'm right, then following this road east will lead me to a teleporter. I think. I mean, I know. Are you? I've business with your friend anyway. I can escort you. You mean it? Truly? Well, that is, I mean, if you're heading in that direction anyway, I don't see why I shouldn't tag along. Oh, no, please. After you. If I'm able to get as far as the teleporter that connects to Poison Orcus, I should be able to make the remainder of the trip on my own. Now then, would you mind? I always want to play through New Game Plus with my map turned off the entire time and just see what happens, but... can I get on barrage while someone's following me? I think I can. Yeah. There's not a speak circle or anything, is there? Yeah. I gotta get Sage leveled. I'll probably do machines first, though. I admit, something else I'm a little bit worried about, which might have contributed to my trouble leveling Sage in the first place, was when Saren was in the Extreme Trials with us playing Sage. They definitely had trouble because Sage under like level 70 does not have a lot of active buttons. So I don't know how the leveling process really is good or not for Sage. I do think I'm having a lot more fun now that I'm playing proper current level of content for Sage. Like, the levels that Sage was meant for. What a relief it is to see a familiar sight. I should be alright without you now. After all, it's just a straight shot from here to Port Orcos. Oh, goodness, the earful I'm going to get from my friend. I've kept her waiting for far too long. Well, I really should hurry. She is owed an explanation and a heartfelt apology. Do come see us, though. I would like to thank you properly. Cool. I think these two are going to be my last two... Yeah, I'm going to be wrapped up on ether currents pretty soon. I'm just going to do the teleport. Oh, man. I just realized I missed out on like a really good opportunity to try and buy a house, didn't I? When Dawn Trail dropped. I should have swapped servers. Because it's not like I have a particular attachment to Diablos. But... oh, if I swapped to the new server that they spun up, I wonder if I would have been able to get a house relatively easy. Thank you for your help. The truth be told, when my friend first dashed off, I had assumed it was because she forgot an assignment for Metron. Lo and behold, I was right. We were studying at the words of Metron in Academia Anadir, learning all we can about the engendering of aquatic life from that self-same master. Honestly though, I've no idea why Metron would ask me to procure a flower of all things. One that's still undergoing testing in Elvis. I mean, it's very beautiful, yes, but what does it have to do with ecology? Well, nothing. But that's the point, surely. It must be intended as a present. One meant for Lorgreef? Metron is hopelessly enamored, as we all well know. We do. Oh, fuck, I forgot. We left off Eden during that love story, didn't we? Oh, no, I totally forgot about that. That was so creepy. Though, now that you mention it, I suppose I have seen sparks between them. I wonder why I never noticed it before. Well, that settles it. We need to hurry back and begin an in-depth observation of their romantic entanglements. I can't believe I've wasted all this valuable research time lost amongst the trees. I would have wasted even more if not for you, good sir. Now that my friend and I are together again, we can get back to the academia and deliver the flower to Metron before it wilts. But before we rush off, a reward. You certainly deserve it. I'll do... God, doing the trials will take me like 5 hours, probably. And probably like 4 hours. I think that's how long it took me for the first and second thirds of Eden. Was about 4 hours each. That's such a long time. I feel like my stamina when it comes to streaming has shot straight down recently. I feel like I can't, like, do 4 hour streams easily anymore. I don't know. Maybe I'll be fine. I need to go back and patch up my Shadowbringers notes at some point anyway. I left them incomplete. Dekka, thank you for seeing to the safety of our guest. Indeed, my hesitancy to act would have been ended poorly had your messenger had not been there to shield me, and I'm certain glad that he was. Now, shall we proceed to the business of the day? I believe you had some concerns regarding your personal creations. Ah, yes, and embarrassing as it is to admit, I was worried that the concepts I registered with the Bureau of the Architect might not be fit for release into the wild. Oh, you needn't feel embarrassed. You wouldn't be the first visitor we've had who've expressed difficulty in helping the children leave the nest. We can look at them right now if you like. I should like that very much, but I do have one request. When you swooped into rescue me from the beast, I was treated to an impressive display of battle prowess. An entity with your strength and instinct would be the perfect candidate for evaluating the worth of my monster creations. I must insist that you join us. Just go. What a fascinating notion. Yes, I quite agree with your assessment. Then we all go together whenever you're ready, Dekka. There we go. Did you glamour the gear with your coat, or is it equipped? I think I glamored it. I don't remember. Yeah, I glamored it. Because it felt pretty appropriate, to be honest. It would have been weird walking around in my armor. The mask is multi-dyeable, neat, by the way. Neat! The mask on the coat, or like, is there a mask that you equip as a headdress? Oh, I feel like I made this way more difficult for myself than I needed to. The mask and the coat. Neat. This appears to be the teleporter Vinette told you about. Motes of light yet hang in the air, suggesting the device was but recently activated. Alright, here we go. I'm one of the few people who did this section without glamming as an agent. Hence everyone being like, ah, you're familiar, aren't you? Oh, there's two... Is there another island? Whatever. Good, the Naeus acknowledged you as my guest. You should now have the authority to use it as you wish. As for the way to Ketis Hyperborea, we follow this path, and then we turn left at the crossroads. I will definitely do that. I will definitely not immediately sprint to the other side of the island to finish off this goddamn ether compass. Never mind. We have to go there anyway. It's fine. You equip mine until we met Vinat? That makes sense. Is that... I'm glad you swapped off when you met Vinat, because I was going to ask the question, did you have that coat equipped while you were doing the Vinat fight? Calvi! But no. But I was like, There we go. We're all good on ether in this area. Which feels strange. We still have one area left to explore that's new, and I have legitimately no idea where it will be. I guess we'll find out. Yes, that is a building. It's a very impressive building. Here we are, the grandest research facility in Elpis. We should head inside and ask after Hermes' whereabouts. Hermes' whereabouts. Hermes is at another facility. Oh, this is Emet-Selk, isn't it? As we've just discovered. Show up! Heyo! Just the heyo! Furthermore, we've confirmed that his studies into Dynamis, as well as his creation of Medion, were entirely private pursuits. No one else we spoke with appeared to... Oh, shit. Possess the Chief's depth of knowledge on the subject, and neither did we hear any tales of stolen research. Which means that if Hermes himself harbors no desire to bring down an apocalypse, then he might be recruited to help prevent one. Or so saith the illustrious Emet-Selk. Have a good night, Calvi. It is 1 a.m. for you. 2 a.m., Jesus. According to your story, the 14 divined the connection between the celestial currents in the final days, but we were never able to pinpoint the root cause of the calamity. With our people's greatest minds, not to mention Hythlodaeus' sharp eyes, committed to the pursuit of a solution, such an outcome seems inconceivable. The only possible explanation is if the nature of the catalyst was so inexplicable that even we failed to perceive it. And what better fits that description than the invisible, intangible Dynamis? Which in turn leads us to our next question. How did Hermes, in his role as Fandaniel, not recognize the subject of his own research? We must assume that he either knew and was unable to help, or that he was otherwise prevented from identifying the cause in the first place. At this juncture, all we can do is speculate. I'm going to turn off my fan, actually. For once, for the first time in like 3 weeks, I'm a little bit cold. There we go. Whee! To be clear, the Convocation does not tolerate acts of deception or malice. We have practiced at perceiving truth and would have known had Fandaniel lied to us. Hermes has no conscious wish for the world to end. Of that I am certain. Seems there's more to the tale after all. See, it's probably fine. we conducted an investigation of our own, you see. And then a trolley horse passed. How comforting. We seem to have reached the exact same conclusion. I see no reason to delay further. 'Tis time we brought Hermes into the fold, as it were. That does not mean I believe your ridiculous story, but as Emmett Selk, I have a duty to examine any potential threat to our existence, no matter how ludicrous or personally offensive I may find it. Shadowbringer's Orang voice trolley. Hang on, I have to think very hard about this one. Where's Orang? Do not approach me, do not speak to me, and do not dare to presume treat me as a friend. Fucking Vanat immediately being like, I commend Emmett Silk for his practicality, and Emmett Silk is like, do not fucking speak to me. Absolutely incredible. I think the time for leisurely exploration is past. If I might have a moment to adjust my vision. There he is. On the next aisle over. Medion is with him. Hermes appears to be in the midst of an observational study, but I suggest we hurry over before they venture elsewhere. Head straight down the path. We can teleport to Mesopes Euros from the device at the bottom of the slope. Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean the Shadowbringers goblins, I assume. Oh, there's a dude there. See, this is... You know what? I feel flattered that you thought I would know that. There's a dude there that's really like... Oh, the trolley dorks! Oh my god! Yeah, that's right. Fuck. Oh, you're so right. I still feel flattered that you thought I would remember something. Because apparently I'm a fucking idiot. I do my best. My best isn't great, but I do my best. Ooh, neat. A battle arena. I'm sure this will go great. Again, even with you slowing her down, there's no denying that Vanata is a accomplished researcher. Her wealth of wisdom and experience is unmatched. The achievements in great magics and aid field, frankly, are nothing short of extraordinary. The single point that sets her apart can make her somewhat impenetrable at times. As a successor puts it, she's a force of nature, at once so close and so far. With how much you complain about that part. Mesopes Euros is interesting in that it is the only region in Elpis which lacks a researcher hub. This is largely due to the nature of its observation sites, within which they let loose creatures anticipated to be unruly and dangerous. I've also heard tell that the area is kept deliberately sparse in the event that, well, let's just say that no one should live near the Naos, which provides access to a certain facility. Sorry, what? Did I... They are close by within the Hungering Gardens. That would be the circular enclosure you see just up ahead. Well then, Deca, make yourself useful and bring Hermes out here to us. If I were to go, he would assume that I was only there to press him on the Fandaniel matter. Of all of us present, you stand the best chance at convincing him to put aside his work for the moment. But the creations in there are not exactly... then again, perhaps Deca can handle them. He did survive a bout with Vanat after all. Off you go to find Hermes, but do be prepared to come to blow with the Guardians. Fucking Christ. Off you go to find Hermes, but do be prepared to come to blows with the Guardians' denizens. I don't know why that was so hard to say. This is where they keep the Resident Evil shit. Fantastic. Color me nervous. I feel like they didn't need to do this. Christ, it's a hell of a way to make my way through. I also don't know where they are, which makes it slightly more difficult. Are they not in the middle? No. They have to be somewhere in here. Maybe I have to kill everything in here. How hard is it to see a researcher and a bird girl? Apparently pretty damn hard. Seems like there's a spawning point at every compass point too, so it's just a little bit annoying to traverse around. Castlevania shit though that's elsewhere? Aw, damn it. What is even the point? Well, might as well go make a cross pattern here. Oh. Seriously? Where am I going? Is there a fucking sword of light somewhere that I'm missing? I can't shake the feeling. Do I actually have to kill everything and then just be like they're not here, or? Cause it's not a big area, I just don't see them. They'll probably be in the last place you look. Thanks, Toucans. I will at least have to give you that much. You are definitely light. Gross. Did something else just aggro to me? God, at least these... Oh, I didn't even realize these were marbles. Oh, wow. Wow, that's awful. I'm glad that these things don't exist in the world. They deserve to be exterminated to the last. Alright, well, I can at least divide it up into pies. So the northern northeast pie. There they are. Jesus, I just turned the wrong way. There's someone guard them all. God damn it! Deca, what are you doing here? I thought you were keeping Hythalodaeus and Emmett Silk company. An important matter. And unrelated to my decision on Fandaniel, you say? Then yes, I will come, as soon as my work here is finished. I will not be long, I promise, but you really should wait outside the garden with the others. This is no place for idle exploration. Okay, apparently every single time I saw these things, my brain just wiped them out from my memory to protect me, so whatever. Yeah, protected by war which conceals our presence from the creatures. Adorable and a good way to have that be in canon. Right. So that's it, right? Yeah, that should... There's one more island. I don't... It feels weird that we're staying so long here, because the longer we stay in here, inherently, the less time we're going to spend out in the actual world. There's at least one area left. There's 1.5 areas left, because we still have the bottom half of what's it called? Charlian to go into. You spoke with Hermes then? And were briefly entangled with the denizens of the Hungering Gardens as well, I see. Or should I say, smell. I cannot speak for certain convocation members, but I for one am impressed with your fortitude. Well done indeed. Now that you've convinced Hermes to confer with us, let us pray that things will soon take a turn for the better. For as fascinating as it would be to meet the Emmet Selk who would recreate Amrod in the depths of the ocean, I think it's best for all concerned if such tragic events never came to pass. But in our future, or your past, assuming yours is not truly written in your stone, naive hope that that is. I mean, explicitly, we shouldn't be able to? Hermes said that he would not be long, yes? Then we shall wait here until he emerges. To be fair, Bryce, how much of the heaven... There's 1/3 of the Heaven's Word rates that I have zero memory of.
My apologies for keeping you waiting. I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Aye. A matter of the utmost gravity. If one can suspend disbelief. Go on then. Tell him what you told us. Who you are and why you came.
The final days.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction, and none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes. I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter. On the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Sorry, I feel like I
Even
missed
you,
some of that.
Vanna. As you say, the phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age. As you know, ether, in essence, negates dynamis. Harboring high concentrations of ether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics. In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our ether. Thus are they susceptible to the influence of dynamis and its transformative potential. But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source. A source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the selfsame negative emotions. Elsewise it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents. Someone or something, is instigating the star's demise.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested. If the inciting factor came from without Aetheris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
Greetings. Can you hear me? Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts. May we please be friends?
Meteion. What is it?
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness. Connection established. Commencing status report.
Make it stop. Please, make it stop.
Steady, Meteion. Steady.
So scared. So lonely. The pain. It's too much. Why? Why do we... They hurt. Hate. This is wrong. All wrong.
She's gone? But how?
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
Are you all right?
I have some questions.
In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteion also employs Dynamis. That would explain why you were able to hear her, when we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down. Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
Okay. A little bit of cosmic horror. It feels very weird to have a new villains introduced in the last... Well, let's see where this goes. I was wondering if they would be bringing about the final days with the stars and Alice G, but I wonder if this is why, I wonder if this is the reason why, Highland's thing was always hear, feel, think. It was because she was trying to make us attuned to Dynamis in some way. That'd be a neat little, like, pseudo-appropriate thing to drop in. The final boss coming out of left field is pretty standard. Well, it seeps into my mind. Our voices reporting. No, Hermes mustn't hear them. I have to run to hide. Uh-oh, Scooby. Oh, this is neat. I really don't know if I should be stepping in this. Straight to catch you with a faintest whisper. Yeah. Well, if I was dramatic, I would be in the middle. No. Who was Medion talking to? There was someone she asked if they could be friends. Greetings and salutations. I thought that was someone speaking through Medion at first, but... Commencing report. Oh, no, we can't tell them that. We must run far away. Please, don't follow me. Medion's anguish force fades as you center climber to the top of the ridge. Okay. I guess we'll see how much keep away that she's got in her. She can't be much harder to find than a, what's the name of the thing? Oh god, what's the name of the... What's the name of the dumb fish? It's not a fish. Some people keep them as pets. We had to find one when we were first looking here. Axolotl! I remembered it. Blade of Light, don't you dare. She can't be that much harder to find than the axolotl we had to find, at least. I feel inclined to jump up, but I want to see the view that they intended me to see by walking up this way. What time is it anyway? It's 11:30. Uh-oh. Hopefully we find a decent stopping point soon. I do want to wake up tomorrow at some point before, like, 10 minutes before I need to be at work. Let me actually double check. Do I have any meetings before my normal first meeting? Sorry, this is for my benefit more than anything. I've been thrown into a bunch more meetings recently, so I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Because I forget to wake up in time for them if I don't check. No. Okay, cool. This might be the Best place to stop? Oh no. You're gonna make me stop now? You mean before I even find Medion again, not even finishing the quest? Right now might be the best place to stop? God! Oh no. Fuck. Okay. No, I have way too many important things to do tomorrow. I need to be well rested. I can't give up on sleep and then not work properly tomorrow. I got some shit I need to get done. Oh, that hurts my heart. But it's fine. The only real dramatic thing that's happened here is that something is trying to talk to Medion. So when I come back on Tuesday, okay, quick question. What's up? Let me see who to raid while Bryce types the question. How many minutes are you willing to go? I would say the maximum amount of minutes I should probably put in is like 40. Like not that much more. Really like 10 before I should be going to bed. Like I'll lay it out. No one is streaming. Alright, chill. I'm just gonna stop stream then. Yeah, whatever. I will talk to y'all Tuesday when we deal with all of this again. Oh boy. Tell you what I'll do. Tuesday will be the first stream in a long time / possibly a while that I put on an actual like 10-minute like starting soon screen just to be safe. Because don't forget, I do have my... You couldn't hear me when I put that up, I realized, because I don't have a mic set on the starting screen. But look! Isn't it beautiful? Alright, chill. I will see y'all on Tuesday. Have a good night's sleep. Fuck is my current mood. Just like, oh fuck, this is gonna be good. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I feel still a little bit split by a lot of things, but I'm excited and I'm ready for it. So I'll see y'all then. Good night.